What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture is I don't look at it often enough. I'm spending time doing videos. Now, okay, when I'm filming I'm in here, but I'm not looking, I'm filming. And then I'm on the computer. Or I'm in the kitchen filming, or I'm doing it. I don't spend much time in here at all, except for when I'm watering. I think we might have to change this. When that changed dramatically goes back quite a long time, when the chair went. Because we used to have a chair in here. The trouble is the cats used it more than I did. And I've just come out here to look. I know all the kit's on. Everything's on. I don't care. Just come out to look. You know, there's stuff going on out here. I potted up my Psychopsis. That's in cocoa husk in the clay pot, and I'm keeping it well watered. This has been in bloom for ages. It's smashing. I don't look at it often. You know, it's stuff going on out here. I mean, come on. This is only going to last 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm only looking at it when I water it. So I've come out to look, you know. Let's just look at what's going on out here. You know, we've got some new stuff to look at. We've got some stuff that's been out a while to look at. That's going to need a repot. There's some of the Cattleya types are going to have to come out of their pots. Their bark is starting to break down at long last. It had some help. I'm confident of that. It didn't do the roots a lot of good, and it's set the bark off. We'll deal with that. But yeah, I mean, there isn't much new stuff coming, but you know, we've got existing and we've got stuff growing. It needs a look now and again, just to what's going on out here, and I don't do it often enough. We've got all Derek's plants there, all nicely lined up. That's the first repotting kitchen time that we did, and you haven't seen the video yet, but I've just done the other lot. That video will post tomorrow probably. But you know, I mean, it's like this plant here. This is stunning. It doesn't show up properly. It's one of those you have to be here. You have to see it. Don't all say, "I'll come and look," because you can't. But this is a good plant. This is a good blooming. Lots and lots. They're tiny, but they are absolutely stunning. And if I'm gonna try and get in close, but that needs the fans off. So I just want to show this colour. Now I'm gonna have to use my touch screen. Let's find a decent bunch. That looks like a nice bunch there. So I need to touch my screen to get the camera to focus sharply. And I should be able to go in quite relatively close, and it should focus. That's my theory. I can't see, it's so bright in here I can't see if that's in focus or not. But it's to show you that these blooms are not yellow. Not actually yellow. They're a bronzy colour in places. They are absolutely stunning, and they do warrant that close look. And look at the number of them. I wouldn't want to count them, so don't ask, because it ain't happening. But you know, that's a good blooming on a plant that I haven't had long, and it was totally unexpected. Blooms on the latest growth, yes, but not on the older growths. And then we lose some. You know, that's gone, so that can now move. It can come off the display area. It's finished. This is finishing, but it's got a new set of blooms, so you know, that stays. The infundibulum's not going anywhere. I want that in my display area. Unfortunately, my oncidium is taller. So you know what's going to happen, don't you? That's going to come out next time I come out to water, which will be tomorrow. So that plant goes. This tall one can then go in that corner. And then that will leave these nice, beautiful blooms here uncluttered. And there's another spike coming there. So we do have another spike. So there's stuff going on out here. And sometimes it's just nice to come and stand here and look. Apart from one thing. My jeans are now soaking wet. Thank you, Hurricane Hector. You can see I'm right in the path of it. I'm absolutely damp. Anyway, I just thought when you've got lots of orchids, but they tend to be in a confined space, this is just one space where they are, you need to come out and look and enjoy. And not just function, not just water, not just trim, not just pot. That's the mechanics of it. But why do we do all that? We do all that to enjoy. And the enjoyment is the looking bit. It's the looking at the achievements, looking at the fact that you've managed to get a zygote to grow after all these years. It's an achievement. You've managed to get a good cluster of blooms, on your apple blossom. And that fragrance is therefore more powerful because it's got 5 blooms and not only 3. And even something simple like this little epidendrum. It's absolutely stunning. Let me see if I can get this to... The trouble is I've got branches of other stuff in the way, and while I hold them out of the way I can't touch the screen to actually get it to focus. There we go. Let me try anyway. Yeah, now I should be able to get reasonably close. Gorgeous little blooms. And they need looking at. They need me to come out here and see and have these little encounters with stuff. Things like this. These blooms only last 2 weeks if you're lucky. So they need to be looked at. These will be out soon. And looking forward to them. This is the big brother or sister of this. The blooms will be bigger, and on here you get a couple of blooms per spike. On here you get that many. So we look forward to it, and we look forward to all these larger oncidium types, the intergenerics there and up here. They're all growing. They're all putting on new growths and new roots. It's good stuff. But we need to stop and have a good look now and again and think this is good stuff. And as soon as we get some nice weather, all you people waiting for your plants, they will be on their way, I can assure you, at my earliest opportunity. But I'm not posting plants while we're getting frosts, which we are currently getting every single night. So until this weather changes and breaks, we need to get rid of the high pressures and get some lows in. And that will please the gardeners and the farmers because we'll get some rain and our night temperatures won't drop down. Then we can post orchids. The fact that it's raining is irrelevant, and I'm not going to tune in on that. I'm going to leave that as a teaser. We'll come back to that. See you next time.